Is this thing on? Hello? Hello?
Check.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just saw Harry Potter Part 2.
I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
It actually followed the book a lot more closely, I think, than any of the others.
Compared to Part 1 was like nothing. Like, we saw Part 1, and it was just confusing as hell, and this way and that, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And this one was just fantastic.
Part 1, the first half of the book is like that, though. They jump around a lot because they're looking for the Horcruxes. That's what they're doing.
Right.
So that's why it's so jumpy. The thing I didn't like about Part 1 was that at times where in the book it was like really dramatic and sad, Part 1 just kind of skipped over it, like, or just did it really fast. Like Dobby's death. I mean, that was like really Dobby's death. That was like really sad in the book.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt in the movie it was just kind of quick, and like you didn't really have time to react to it because the movie ended.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think
Part 2.
you and I are, like it said in 7, for once, you and I are in total agreement. I think it was, I mean, we've only seen a few movies so far this year. That was, so far, was the best one, and I suspect it absolutely is one of the best movies of the year. And if anybody's actually foolish enough to take my advice or to go off what we say, don't let me get your hopes up. Just see it for yourself. But yeah, it was way better than I was expecting. And I almost wonder if this didn't occur to me before, but I wonder if they did the first one intentionally not bad, but maybe they didn't worry about it being that good, or maybe they didn't worry about, maybe they knew it wasn't that great, but they didn't worry about it too much, because they knew that the second half, it would be like setting the bar low, and in the second half they could just blow them away, you know, them being the audience.
Yeah, could be.
I said two theys in there. They be. Anyway. Yeah. Was there anything you didn't like about it? Without giving anything away?
I thought that overall it was really, it was great. I loved it.
There are a couple moments where there was kind of, a couple moments deserved a little more gravity. But they didn't quite get it in the movie.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll take your word for it. I didn't read the books. I read the first 2. I didn't read the next 5.
What's that?
I thought Ralph Fiennes was just great.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman was great. But especially Ralph Fiennes.
I thought, the casting for this movie, all of the movies, with the exception of the first, who was it?
Dumbledore. Richard Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you have to go and die?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the second choice of Dumbledore really...
Every movie up to this one, after this, I mean, the first 2 were great. The next...
5?
4. The next 4. And then this last one was great.
Yeah.
And part of it was because... no Dumbledore. Well, at least...
No, that Dumbledore.
Right, they minimized... Well,
Yeah.
I mean... flashbacks and fantasies and stuff like that. But, shoot, I thought the guy that played his brother... That's not really giving anything away.
Wasn't that the same actor?
No. I mean, it looks like him, but it wasn't the same actor, I don't think. I thought that guy was better. I thought he was a more rounded character.
Yeah.
Anyway. There were some twists in there, and then there's a lot of one part I didn't like about it was they were dealing with mortality.
Oops.
What? Oh.
I wasn't watching. I was filming like for half the ride home.
They were dealing with mortality and sacrifice and self-sacrifice and so forth, and it was really heavy for a second. And then they kind of blow it. Well, to me, it was like all that led up to, was led up to a sacrifice. And I'll just keep this general, but he had this stone, the resurrection stone or something, and just I'll say that the sacrifice didn't last long. Kind of takes away from the heaviness of sacrifice. I mean, the whole idea of there being ghosts in the Harry Potter universe kind of makes death not that big of a deal. That's one thing I didn't care for about it that much, unfortunately. I'm trying to think of the author's name. I want to say J.R.R. Tolkien.
No, it's J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling, yeah. Unfortunately, she wrote ghosts into the very first book, so she had to keep rolling with it.
Yeah, but the ghosts actually end up being of some significance.
Yeah, I'm not saying they weren't of significance. I'm just saying they make death not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
That was my only complaint. Those two things. They merge into the same thing, that making a big deal, especially dealing with mortality, not that big of a deal. Making it less special.
Yeah.
So I'm coming at it from a different mindset where I don't necessarily take the afterlife into account.
What the heck is that?
Anyway, what? What are you looking at? Shoot it. Shoot it.
There's like a bunch of crap in the road. I can't believe you didn't even see that.
Oh, I didn't see what you were talking. I was looking off in the distance. If you see something, point the camera at it. But yeah, other than that, fantastic. Loved it. The best Harry Potter movie, I think. What do you think?
I think so. I really do.
I mean, the first two were good, to be sure. The first one especially. All of them after that, no. I don't even... Like, I saw them, and they all kind of blend together. This one does not. Woo! Garbage bag. So, yeah. Any last words? Any last thoughts? Before I run us off a cliff?
Alright.
Hey, look in the glove compartment. I got you another birthday present. I'm kidding.
Let's say, no, you didn't. Alright, that's it.
Alright. Harry Potter. Good. Fire. Bad.